Hi, I'm Ron Davis of Reactuate.com, and I've had a blog post up about reasons you should buy a Kindle, and I actually bought one. I actually decided this a long time ago. My wife got it for my birthday, which was January 14th, before we even knew there was a Kindle 2 coming out, and I finally received it today. And now I'm going to unbox it in front of you. While I'm moving the camera, if you're interested in why I bought one, I have a post that has the reasons to buy a Kindle on it on my blog. I'll put a link to it in the sidebar. Getting out a knife. First thing to notice is that the box is very small. I mean, they didn't go with like a huge thing. Here, compare it. Mouse, see? Small box. And I don't really think, I just put my high def address on there. Nobody send me crap, okay? You do not have my permission to do that. Okay, so it's not super easy to open. Ooh, look at that. I'm glad I did this in high def because that's kind of cool. You can see like the letters going across here. And then you've got this big foofy thing here. And the letters continue to go down there. It says Kindle, to set on fire, to inspire, to stir up. 3, catch fire. 4, become animated. Okay, another minor technical difficulty, but I wanted to show you this part because it's kind of cool. This is the part that's inside. You can see the reflection with all the two-tone gloss on matte kind of thing. Has Amazon Kindle on there. And it says right here, once upon a time. And it implies you're supposed to rip this thing open. I don't want to rip the thing open. So I'm going to cheat. Not cheat, but just do it without ripping the thing open. Ta-da! And then you get this, which looks a little more things. So we open that up, and wham! There's your Kindle. Is that amazing? Da-da-da! My Kindle, yay! And we can pull it off here. It's got like a little plastic cover on it, and I don't like those things. Other people keep them on forever, but I'm not one of those people. So that's my Kindle right there. It's got a heft to it. But it's not super heavy. But we'll put this to one side because we'll come back to that and we'll keep going with the boxing. Now, one thing that's interesting is we've got the Amazon Kindle logo here in this little piece of plastic that we take and move away. And then you get the Kindle booklet. See, we have the little hole there and you can see that part. And then these are your instructions on getting started, which I'm, really probably not going to read. I'm just going to go do them. I have some other things. I'm ready to download some books, but anyway. And that's the little booklet that came with it. And this is the cable. This is kind of a cool cable. You pull it out. It's got a mini USB on this end. That's what you connect into the Kindle. And then on this end, it has a plug. See, a plug. Oh, wait, is that just a plug? Ta-da! That is well done. It is a USB thing that plugs into a little pluglet thing. And the little pluglet thing looks cool, and when they're together, they look like one piece. And that's cool. I like that. So I'm going to take that and set that to one side too, because I will actually probably use that. And then we have just our little thing here that you could put a nice, salad in there maybe. It's made out of cardboard. You probably wouldn't want to put a salad in it. Okay, that's it. I have now unboxed my Kindle. Let's see what happens when you turn it on. You're supposed to be able to slide this. Ding. Oop, since I have violated step 1 of plugging in your Kindle, I'm going to do something a little different because whoa, it's starting anyway. Even though it's not plugged in. Nope. The little USB symbol goes up, not the little Amazon symbol. Boom, now I'm plugged in. I actually started it up and I went to the home screen, and I had gone through the Amazon store yesterday and I picked a bunch of books that I'm interested in, and I had samples sent to my Kindle, and And I had gone to the Bain library and I told it to email a book to my Kindle so that I actually had one book as soon as I got it. Well, I went to the homepage and those books were there. It had downloaded, I couldn't have had the thing turned on for more than 30-35 seconds, maybe a minute, and it had downloaded all the books and they're now on my Kindle. So I looked through them and I found the one book that I had downloaded to my Kindle, and I wanted to kind of show it to you, and then I wanted to show you something else that I did that I thought was that sounded pretty cool. So I want you to hear what the text-to-speech sounds like. I don't think anybody has shown what the text-to-speech actually sounds like with just a random book. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use a passage I haven't listened to instead of the passage I have. So here we go. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at the book. Okay. And this book is from Bain. There's a lot of free books that Bain has. Let me see if I can zoom in a little here. And this is the cover of Freehold by Michael Z. Williamson, which you can get from the Bain Library for absolutely free. It is a science fiction book about a libertarian world, and it's one of my favorite books of all times. And so we're going through the pages here. This is the copyright stuff. We don't care about the copyright stuff, do we? You know. And the other interesting thing, this is like photographing a piece of paper. It's not like photographing an LCD screen, which wouldn't really work this way. So there's the copyrights I'm probably violating. And then here is the first book, the first of the book. So that's where it starts out. And you push this menu and you go to, it's actually not the way I did it last time, but I saw this when I was messing with it. And you get start text to speech.
Sergeant 2nd Class Pedro Pacelli, UNPF, was looking forward to finally finishing the admin from her deployment to Tally. The entire experience had been unpleasant, from the tedious, cramped trip there in a military transport to the tedious, cramped trip back in a military transport. In between, the stay had been mostly boring, very aggravating, and exhausting when it wasn't boring. She'd been eager at first. The chance to visit another planet, even one torn by war, she found exciting. Upon arriving, they'd all been restricted to base, so she saw nothing of the local culture. They were shipped through the UN starport, and there were not even vendors of local food to sample. Most of the other UN groups, predominantly from Earth, had insisted on not listening to that trackhead crap music. She'd heard nothing but Earth pop for the entire 6 months. Then the long-term troops had presented her for her trip's duration. Okay, I'll stop it now, but I was actually kind of curious to see if it was going to
stop or turn the pages, and it does. So it's actually like it's reading to you. And the voice, you know, the voice was, you know, it had problems with words like raghead, you know, it was kind of crazy. But that's very interesting. And there is a way, and if I can, oh, down here, where you can change the size of the text. So you go like this, and now the text is bigger. That's kind of cool. Or you can turn on text-to-speech. And so now it's starting to talk again. But let's change the voice. You can change the rate of the voice. You can make it talk faster, but let's go female. Now it's spinning up here. It's taking a second to think about it.
Months. Then the long-term troops had presented her for her trip's duration. They had 18-month rotations. It wasn't her fault, and she was there to help the logistics support function, thus freeing someone else.
To me, I think the female actually sounds worse than the male.
Apparently,
more computery.
the extra time than have her take a
I guess it's because of the pitch of the voice. The male pitch works a little better.
Then the long-term troops had presented her.
They do sound computery, and it always starts at the top of the page, no matter where it was before.
And she was there.
I'm going to turn it off. And anyway, that's the text-to-speech, and that's an example of the book, Freehold here. So, awesome.